Look at this essay that they published that remains on their website to this very day. It's written by Ida Auken, World Economic Forum thinker and politician. I'm going to read it to you. Welcome to the year 2030. Welcome to my city, or should I say, our city. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes. It might seem odd to you. Yeah, it does, sister. But it makes perfect sense for us in this city. Everything you considered a product has now become a service. We have access to transportation, accommodation, food, and all the things we need in our daily lives. One by one, all these things became free. So it ended up not making sense for us to own much. First, communication became digitized and free to everyone. Huh? You think it's free? Sure, it's free. Like Facebook is free. But how can Facebook be worth close to $1 trillion in market capitalization if it's free? Then, when clean energy became free, things started to move quickly. Transportation dropped dramatically in price. It made no sense for us to own cars anymore because we could call a driverless vehicle or a flying car for longer journeys within minutes. We started transporting ourselves in a much more organized and coordinated way when public transport became easier, quicker, and more convenient than the car. Look at this dystopian blather. No more homes, no more families, no more property, just ants in a colony. In our city, we don't pay any rent because someone else is using our free space whenever we do not need it. My living room is used for business meetings when I am not there. When AI, that's artificial intelligence, and robots took over so much of our work, we suddenly had time to eat well, sleep well, and spend time with other people. The concept of rush hour makes no sense anymore since the work that we do can be done at any time. I don't really know if I would call it work anymore. It is more like thinking time, creation time, and development time. For a while, everything was turned into entertainment, and people did not want to bother themselves with difficult issues. It was only at the last minute that we found out how to use all these new technologies for better purposes than just killing time. Really, but the World Economic Forum doesn't actually tell us what those purposes are or how they will work or what was necessary. Maybe they're talking about this bizarre ant colony life, or maybe they're talking about, I don't know, just going to throw it out there, communism. That's, I think, the closest thing we've heard described so far. But let me show you the dark side here. And this is the World Economic Forum. Near the end, they say this: once in a while, I get annoyed about the fact that I have no real privacy. Nowhere I can go and not be registered. I know that somewhere, everything I do, think, and dream of is recorded. I just hope that nobody will use it against me. All in all, it's a good life. All in all, it's a good life, much better than the path we were on. Really. Where it became so clear that we could not continue with the same model of growth. We had all these terrible things happening: lifestyle diseases, climate change, the refugee crisis, environmental degradation, completely congested cities, water pollution, air pollution, social unrest, and unemployment. We lost way too many people before we realized that we could do things different. What do you mean we lost people? Is this some after the revolution talk now? What are you talking about? They never quite come out and say what they're doing differently or what their new way is, other than no property, no privacy. Pretty clear on that, aren't they? No property, no privacy. No property, no privacy. No jobs, no homes. Everything is owned by someone else. This is their best life they're offering you. I think that combination of big government control and big government spending matched with no local democracy and no capitalism, I think that's called high-tech communism and globalism. And I think that's Justin Trudeau's plan.